And now in provincial council election news, several key political parties handed in their nominations for the Western and Southern Provincial Council polls today.
According to the election secretariat, the deadline for independent groups to submit their bonds came to an end at noon today.
The UPFA nomination list for the Colombo district was handed in today by General Secretary of the party, Minister Susil Premajayantha. The nomination list was handed over at the Colombo District Secretariat.
කාන්තාව පක්ෂයටත් අපි අවස්ථාව 10ක් දීලා තිනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ඒක හොඳ ප්‍රවණතාවයක් වෙනද මේ.
We have given a 10% opportunity for women. I believe that this is a good tendency because we did not field this many female candidates in previous elections. A monk is also contesting under the UPFA ticket. He came in through a separate party. We have fielded a diverse, young and strong group which represents all spheres of society, including the business community, for the Colombo district.
අපේක්ෂක කණ්ඩායමක් අපේ කොළඹ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයට ඉදිරිපත් කළා තිනවා.
The nomination list of the Democratic Party for the Colombo district was handed in today by Deputy Leader of the party, Jayantha Katagoda. District Group Leader R.G. Nyana Ratna and the Chief Organizer of the Kolunnawa electorate for the Democratic Party, Susil Kindelpitiya, were also present at the occasion.
ජනතාවගේ ආශිර්වාදය දවසින් දවස අපිට ලැබෙමින් පවතිනවා. විරටේ විකල්පයක
We continue to receive the blessings of the people each day. We have become the alternative hope of the people. We hope to act with discipline and in line with election laws to make the aspirations emerge victorious.
එකඟව ක්‍රියා කරන්නට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ජෙනරාල් සරත් ෆොන්සේකා මැතිතුමාගේ නායකත්වයෙන් යුතුව ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදී පක්ෂ.
We have fielded a strong group for the provincial council elections under the leadership of General Sarat Fonseca. We have a lot of aspirations and it is certain that we will emerge victorious. The people want us to emerge victorious and we will.
The Democratic People's Front also handed in their nominations for the Colombo district today.
අපිට දන්නවා මේ කොළඹ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ ජීවත් වෙන දෙමළ ජනතාව අපි සමග සිටින්න කියලා.
We know that the Tamil people in the Colombo district are with us. We are aware that there are groups and parties operating against us to destroy us. We will achieve the majority of votes.
වඩා විශාලම ඡන්ද කොටස අපි මේ සැරේ විජාතර ජනතා පෙරමුණ හැටියට අපි ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා.
The Janaseta Perumuna also handed in their nominations for the Colombo district today. Several other political parties, including the Sri Lanka Labour Party, handed in their nomination lists for the Colombo district today. The UPFA nomination list for the Kaluthara district was handed in today by a group including Minister Kumara Walgama and former Provincial Minister Jagat Angage.
බොහෝ සාමකාමීව මේ මැතිවරණය කරන්න තමයි අපි
We hope to carry out this election in a peaceful manner. We hope to run this campaign like we usually do in line with all election laws.
වෙනද මැතිවරණ කරන විදිහටම තමයි අපි මැතිවරණ කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
The JVP too handed in their nominations for the Kaluthara district today.
මේ ආණ්ඩුව දේශපාලන
The government now has to search for actors and actresses to include in their nomination list. They had to search for racketeers to fill their list. However, on the other hand, the JVP has presented a policy framework that could rebuild the country.
ප්‍රතිපත්ති මාලාව ඉදිරිපත් කළා තියෙනවා.
Upali Sirilal Suravira, Kaluthara district group leader of the Democratic Party, handed in the nomination list of his party today for the Kaluthara district. Meanwhile, leader of the Janaseta Perumuna, Venerable Battaramulle Seeraratana Thero, arrived in a tractor to hand over the nomination list for the Kaluthara district.
We don't have any individuals who accept bribes, rape women, import ethanol or drugs. We are not people who sell off piles of iron or metals. We are the Janaseta Perumuna who knows the pain and the suffering of the people.
The Democratic Party was one of the first parties to hand in nominations for the Gampaha district today. A group including Gampaha district group leader Anuruddha Lekhamge were present at the occasion. The Gampaha district nomination list of the JVP was handed in by a group including the propaganda secretary of the party, MP Vijitha Herath, and district group leader Mahinda Jayasinghe.
The JVP is the true voice of the people who suffer in the Gampaha district. We call on the people of Gampaha to make our party emerge victorious. Cast your vote for the JVP to ensure that you will be able to experience your strength in the provincial council.
ඔබේ වටිනා ඡන්දය ජනතා විමුක්ති පෙරමුණ වෙත දෙන්න කියලා.
UNP Gampaha District Group Leader Harshana Rajakaruna handed in the nomination list of the UNP for the Gampaha District.
We have only one request from the government: hold a fair, independent and impartial election. It is only then that true democracy could be experienced in the country. If such an election takes place, the UNP will definitely emerge victorious.
The UPFA nomination list for the Gampaha District was handed in by Group Leader Prasanna Ranatunga. Incidentally, a number of candidates contesting the poll arrived at the Gampaha District Secretariat in processions in order to hand over nominations.
අපි විශ්වාස කරනවා පසුගිය පළාත් සභා මැතිවරණයට වඩා ගම්පහ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ මන්ත්‍රී ධූර වැඩි කරගන්න පුළුවන්.
We believe that we will be able to increase the number of seats that we win from the Gampaha district this time around. We have been able to field a very diverse team. We have individuals representing the youth, women and even artists.
ඇතුළු සියලුම අය නියෝජනයෙන් පරිදි අපේ කණ්ඩායම ඉදිරිපත් කරාද.
I strongly believe that campaigning activities that begin tomorrow should be conducted ethically, peacefully and in accordance with the law. On behalf of the SLFP, I wish to urge all individuals who wish to cast their vote for the UPFA to elect and cast their valuable vote for individuals who act in a peaceful and ethical manner and also respect the voters.
A number of political parties contesting for the Southern Provincial Council elections also handed in their nominations today. Galle District Group Leader of the Democratic Party, Padmasiri Silva, handed in the party's nomination list today. The JVP's nomination list for the Galle District was handed in by former Provincial Councillor Nalin Hewage. The JVP nominations for the Mathura District were handed in by Parliamentarian Sunil Handunetti and District Group Leader Jinadasa Kitulegoda. The Democratic Party's nomination list for the Mathura District was handed in by Group Leader Janitha Vipulage. A group including the Mathura District Leader of the UNP arrived at the Mathura District Secretariat today to hand in the nominations of the UNP. The Democratic Party nomination list for the Hambantota District in the Southern Province was handed in this morning. The JVP also handed in their nominations for Hambantota today. A group including Hambantota District Parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa arrived today to hand over the UNP nomination list for the Hambantota District.
අපේ රටේ ජාතික සම්පත සූරා කන රටේ ජනතාවට සෙතක් සාන්ති.
This detestable dictatorship, which is sucking up the national resources of this country and providing no benefits to the people, should be chased away with the strength of the people. Our main aim is to create a people-centric UNP government in the country.